In this video, we will show you how to replace your door lock knob. On this Lincoln Navigator, you'll have one of these behind each of your door panels. Let's get into it. All right, friends, let's get started by removing our door panel from the door. Now on this, you're going to find that you have a handle. On each side of the handle, you're going to have a plastic cover. Remove the cover, and underneath that, you'll find a little screw. To remove this, you can either use a trim tool or a small pick. We just want to pop this right out of place. We'll give that a quick inspection, make sure it is still reusable, and set it aside. Use an 8mm to remove the mounting screw. Inspect your hardware, replace it as necessary. Now let's move down to where our inside door handle is. You'll find that you have a little trim panel that you can remove. For this, I'll use an angled pick, pull on that handle, and make my way in between this area. Gently separate that. Once you have that separated, we're going to try to push this inside of the door panel. Now we can take hold of that door panel and carefully grab onto it. We're going to start lifting it up and pulling it away. There's three things that we want to pay attention to. You're going to have to make sure that the inside door handle makes its way through this hole. You have a window switch, which is going to have wiring leading to the back side there. And then up just a little bit higher than that, you also have your door lock knob. Now with all that said, let's take hold of this and remove it from the door. Now that we have the door panel off of the door, continue on to the window wiring. Where my thumb is, there's a little tab that you can squeeze in to unlock this, give it a little wiggle, and pull it down and off. Every time you disconnect an electrical connector, take a peek. If you see any funny colors, it's probably corrosion, and that would need to be dealt with. This looks fine, so I'll set it aside. Remove the door panel, set that aside as well. Take hold of that door lock knob and turn this counterclockwise to remove it from the shaft. There it is, friends. All right, now it's time to install our brand new door lock knob. You'll find in your kit, it came with an assortment. Find the one that matches up perfectly and get ready for the installation. We'll take this and put it in position along the top of the door lock rod. Turn this clockwise until it's at the bottom of the threads. There we are. Let's make sure that this is aligned properly. And now we can put on our door panel. Now it's time to install our door panel. Have a look at the back side. You'll find that you have several hooks that make their way all the way around the door panel. Each of those hooks needs to fit into their corresponding hole on the door itself. Before we put this into place, reconnect your window switch. Listen for a click. Give that a tug to make sure it's secure. Now while we bring this up, you're going to want to pay attention to the hole that's where the door lock knob should go. When we bring this in, we're going to put the entire panel up nice and high and put it over the door lock knob. Now as we bring this up, you're also going to want to pay attention to this area here on the door panel. We're going to have to look inside here and grab our inside door handle. Now this part can be a little bit tricky because we have to pull on the handle and pull it through the door panel at the same time. There isn't very much room in this area, but it can be done. With that through there, we'll continue on to putting the door panel in the proper positioning while sliding it towards the door. When it's properly positioned, it should press right up against the door flush, and then you can drive it down to lock it in position. Now we're on to reinstalling the trim panel. This part can be a little bit difficult because the area that you need to reach into is very small. To do this, you can either use a pick, small screwdriver, or just your fingers, whatever works best for you. We're going to grab onto this and pull it towards the outside of the door panel. Now once you have that on the outside, line it up properly and lock it in position. You want to start with this area along the back here because you can see it has a small hook. That needs to go behind the door panel and then roll the front into place as well. Listen for a click, make sure it's secure. Now we can reinstall our mounting bolts for our upper handle. Start these in, bottom them out. Continue on with your end covers. Now that we have that door panel installed, go ahead and test the functionality. Perfect. Aside from that, thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.